Hey, I'm Dave. This is my YouTube channel called North. Join me today as we're going to do a 3-day backcountry canoe camping trip on a tiny little island. This is a beautiful lake. Supposed to have some nice weather. Hopefully do some fishing, cook up some good food. If the sky is cleared at night, we'll do some time lapses of the stars. Wish me luck. So I have a little bit of a paddle to go, but thanks for joining me on my adventure. It really feels good to get out on the water again. My shoulder feels pretty good, but it's funny, it's taken me some time to get used to the canoe camping. My first canoe camping trip every year, I'm all over the place. It's like I forget how to properly pack the canoe, pack the car, load the canoe, all that kind of stuff. You know, after the first trip, I'm good. But if you were to watch me on this first trip, packing everything up, oh man, you're like, what is this dude doing? Oh well. I made it, and that's what's important. Oh, bugs are out. Yeah, for sure. Oh. There's not a lot of good spots for the tent here. It's a nice site, but for the tent itself, there's not a lot of good spots. It's good for hammock camping, I think. But there's one spot here. There's some rocks in the way. But hey, we'll have to make do. So this is our spot, so let's get the tent set up. Okay, so there's not a perfect spot on this campsite here to set up a tent. My tent's not big, but I need a big enough space, maybe 6 feet by 5 feet or something like that. This will do. There's some rocks and stuff in the way, but nothing's ever perfect, so this will do just fine. So I'll set this up, but before I set this up, I had to put the bug spray on because the bugs are bad. Not too bad here, but if you go back there just a little bit, forget about it. They are on you. So anyways, bug season, just deal with it, right? Let's move on. So let's set this up. Then we gotta cut some firewood, do some fishing, and then get dinner going. So I'm not in a real rush. We're on Dave pace today. I love Dave pace, so I can take my time, but still got work to do. Still got work to do. I've set this tent up probably a dozen to 20 times, and each time something goes wrong. The poles come out of the holes or something happens. I'm sure it's user error, but yeah, every single time. Yep. It's good stuff, fun stuff. Especially fun if it's raining. We'll take down this one here. It's dead, and there's not much on this island, so it's all been picked through. Tomorrow we'll go to the mainland and we'll get some more stuff, but so far I've looked and there's not much. So there's one or two just like this one, so it's not very big, but it's pretty tall, so I'll have enough wood just to get through what I need to. It's supposed to rain tonight, so if it does rain, I won't have a big campfire at the end of the night anyways. So we'll see. The sun is breaking through, but still some pretty big clouds, and it does say it's going to rain tonight, so we'll get the fire going if we can, but if we can't, well, that's life. Oh man, whoa, I almost fall off the stump. That's not good. People call me Stumpy then. I don't want to be called Stumpy. Okay, gonna start the fire. I was able to find a little bit of birch bark, not too much. I'm on an island. I'm gathering wood from this island today. There is enough wood here. However, I have to go off island, and I see a couple of spots for tomorrow, which I'll go and make sure I grab some birch bark. But yeah, so let's start the fire now because I want to get dinner going. The sun is peeking out now, but I do feel that it's going to rain. It's supposed to have a chance for rain tonight, so let's cook quickly so we can eat, maybe do some fishing, and hopefully it doesn't rain so I can enjoy the fire. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. So let's get moving. Hopefully that's enough to get going. So while the fire is dying down so I can cook, I'm gonna do a little fishing just from the shore here. It's pretty shallow, so I'm not too sure how it's gonna go, but there are some fish jumping, so we will see. We will see. This lake is supposed to be pretty good for fishing. I would really like to catch a walleye or a trout. I'm thinking my chances of catching a trout aren't very good at this point in the season, but hey, who knows? This lake also has pike, perch, and bass. Now, bass is still out of season by a week or so, so I won't be targeting them, but hopefully I do catch a walleye. Ah, that was a bass. I have no idea. I was literally pulling it in. It was in like 2 feet of water. My bad. Okay, we're making beef skewers. Again, from the butcher shop. Don't know how well they traveled, but we'll see. Yeah, they got a little banged up in the food barrel, in the cooler I have, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so while the beef skewers are cooking down, I put everything in the tent because it is supposed to rain. Although, I don't know, it kind of smells like rain, if you know what I mean, but I'm not 100% sure. So why not get everything into the tent? So I have the cot set up, I have my air mattress, the sleeping bag is fluffing up, the pillow is fluffing up. I got to learn how to do that because I forget sometimes and the pillow just ends up sucking. So everything is ready to go there. I have my bag over there, and I still have some of the cooking stuff and closer to the campfire, but I will pack that away once a little bit of rain hits. I'm really hoping the rain doesn't hit because I really do want to enjoy this night. The fishing was okay. I didn't actually catch anything. My first cast, I actually did catch a bass. It was a good size, right near the shore, but it jumped right off. I was kind of surprised by it, to be honest with you. So yeah, and then I had 2 other bites, and then one on, and I was bringing it in, and I lost it. So that's a good sign. That just means that there are fish here, and I knew that. So I'll just have to be a little bit more consistent. If it doesn't rain, if I have enough time, maybe I'll go out on the boat tonight. But otherwise, I'll do some more fishing from the shore, and then fishing tomorrow, and then the next day. Okay, so let's check on the beef skewers and see if they're ready. I also have rice to go with it, but I don't know. We'll see. There's 4 skewers there. Can I polish off the 4? Yeah, I think I can. Oh yeah, these are done. They look good. Oh, so I think these turned out pretty well. I mean, anytime you can get food on a stick while camping is pretty good, right? You didn't see that. That's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Not sure what the spice is on it, but it's pretty good. I'm sure I could recreate it from home, or most normal people could. I'm not sure if I could, but it's pretty good. I like keeping it simple. My first canoe camping trip of the season, so I wanted to keep it simple. But I didn't want to do steak. I've done steak already with winter camping, or I can't believe what was it? Yeah, my winter camping. Anyways, so I wanted to try something else. So yeah, this is something else. Still in the beef family, so that's all good. Yeah, it was pretty good. I think I'll finish this. I won't do the rice. I'll keep the rice for tomorrow maybe. But yeah, it's a pretty nice night. It's so quiet here. The hardly any noise for anything. Animals, bugs, anything. Very, very quiet. So it's nice, but it's kind of weird because I'm not really expecting that. So, you know, when you're going out in the wild on your first canoe camping trip, you expect, well, you expect a little bit of wildlife noise, you know. I can see in the water that it has started to rain a little bit. Not too bad. So I'll finish this. I'm still hoping to have the fire. If it holds off and it's not too bad, I'll get the fire going again. I'm going to let it die down for now. Make sure everything's put away in camp. Going to do a little bit more fishing. And yeah, we'll see. The bugs are getting worse. I do a spray. I will try the Thermacell, although I'm not 100% convinced on it, but I'll give it a try. Might as well do a little bit more fishing. I wanted to go and try trout fishing this spring. Now, trout fishing would be hard for me because, well, I suck as an angler, so you only have a certain amount of time and they're very specific, but it's something I wanted to give a try. But I never got out, but perhaps next year I give it a try. Man, the fish are really jumping out there. Maybe I should get in the boat. Just my luck though, I get in the boat, that's when the rain will hit. Alright, well, it's officially starting to rain, so we'll do one more cast, then it's got to get everything ready for the rain. Not sure if we're going to do the fire, we'll see. Not raining that hard, but we'll see. Got to put the camera away. Last cast and we caught something. I think it's just a bass. After catching a bass, I decided to change up my lures in the hopes of catching a walleye. For my dinner tomorrow, I have a dehydrated meal, but I would much more prefer to do a walleye fish fry. We'll see. I'm not sure what's going on. The rain has stopped. It's cleared up, so I was able to get a fire going. It still says it's supposed to rain, but I gave it a chance and decided, hey, haven't had a fire in a while, so why not give it a chance? So this is a booming fire. So this is all of the wood I have, though. So this is it. I got to get some more tomorrow. That's not a problem. We're going to go to the main line over there. But yeah, this was a good first day. It rained, so that kind of sucked. But other than that, I think, you know what I mean? A little bit of rain is not going to hurt you. I don't mind the rain at all. I like rain. I like camping in the rain. So yeah, it was good to get out there. It was good to test my shoulder. I did hurt my shoulder. I don't know if you watched my last video. Playing hockey, I did something to it. I'm not sure. But they both seem pretty good. I've been doing a lot of working out on my shoulders to build them up. So tomorrow I got longer of a paddle, so that'll be a good test. So we'll see. All right, so I'm just going to enjoy this. Hopefully it doesn't rain, although there are some dark clouds over there. I don't think any stars are going to come out, so I think the clouds are with us. But you know what? Over there it's nice and clear, so I don't know, but it's going this way. So anyways, we'll see you in the morning. Okay, so it's just after midnight, and you can hear the rain. Yeah, it just came out of nowhere, and thunder. I don't know if you can hear the thunder, but it lit up the sky. It's so weird because normally you have warm fronts and cold fronts coming through. It's been actually pretty chilly today, plus 20 or something like that. And the temperature now is 13, so that's, I don't know. We weren't supposed to get this at all, so I'm not sure what is going on. So anyways, I think we'll be fine. Tent is pretty good. I didn't set up a tarp because it was supposed to be just a little drizzle. So we'll find out in the morning how things are. But I think we'll be fine. Never a dull moment. Good morning. First thing to do in the morning is, well, nature calls. Go do your business. Anyways, nice little path to go down the thunderbox over there. So, it was an interesting night. I have had better sleeps. I was woken up by that thunderstorm and the rain, but honestly, it only lasted probably, if I had to guess, probably 20 minutes that I noticed at least. So that wasn't too bad. The tent held up fine. Really no wind, which is really normally the concern. But yeah, it was very, very odd. So that was weird to have drizzle and then rain and then just absolutely 12 o'clock, just absolutely storming. So, and it didn't last long. So, but you know what? Looks like it's a beautiful day. So let's go take advantage of that. Gonna have some breakfast and then gonna go explore. But at first, of course, I have to go grab the food barrel. I'm on an island, so I'm not overly concerned, but I still hid the food barrel far enough away. So let's go grab that first, shall we? Well, I can see the food barrel, so that's a good sign. Everything seems to be in order. Nice job. As you can see, looking good. Looking good. I always put a chain or a strap around it just in case there's any kind of shenanigans. But no shenanigans. Okay, we're doing bacon and eggs. The bacon seems cold enough, so I think we're going to be we're good. Could be a awful decision. Never had this kind of bacon before. Trying it out, and we'll see. All right, let's let the bacon cook and then get the eggs going. We're going to put some water on for coffee. enough filming. It's time to eat it. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Nothing like bacon and eggs in the morning, right? When you're camping, it's a pain in the butt, right? For me, bacon and eggs in the morning is a pain in the butt. But if I'm staying for a couple days, first morning, I'll do it because you can kind of keep the eggs cold and the bacon cold overnight if you pack things right, and then cook it on up. After that, you probably can't. But it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. Okay, so I'm off, do a little exploring of this lake. Looks like a beautiful lake. Breakfast was good. Took me a lot longer than I thought to clean up camp. Man, I'm slow. Anyways, gonna do some exploring, no rush, and then we're also gonna do some fishing along the way, so wish me luck. Got a headwind here, so gonna have to deal with that. Don't know if you can see, I just put some sunscreen on. Man, I get really blotchy with my sunscreen, but you know what? Safety first. So the plan is just do a little exploring. I gotta find firewood on the mainland over here. A couple nice spots. I think I can find some firewood. But also do some fishing, especially later on, because I have some dehydrated spaghetti for dinner. But if I catch something, then maybe I will have a fish fry. We'll see. It's got to be something delicious. No bass, no pike today, so we'll see. Wish me luck. Okay, so I stopped here. I thought there was a portage from here over to the lake where you skip a big chunk, but can't seem to find it. Anyways, I'll look for it when I'm looking for wood, but that's the job right now. Let's find some wood and put it in the canoe, and then we'll have more fun after that. We'll do the fishing and then more exploring. Work done first, and then we can do the other stuff. Let's go. So the island I'm on is pretty nice. It has a lot of nice features, but one of the things is because you're on an island, the firewood gets gone pretty quick. You know, anything dead standing trees or anything like that. So there's some poison ivy around here, so I gotta watch it. Anything like that, you gotta be mindful, because most people will just go to the island and pick through the island, right? They won't go somewhere off grid to go find your wood, and that's fine. I get it. Sometimes they're with families and stuff. Sometimes people bring their own campfire wood to a place like this, and that's great. Go for it. You don't have to process and stuff. For me, I kind of like the whole process, so that's why I'm here. So I'm on part of the, I've never been here before. There's no real path, although there's some open spaces, so maybe there's some game trails. I do have my pepper spray just in case we run into a bear, but hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, enough talking, more working. Let's go. Yeah, I would say that's dead. All right, let's take this bad boy. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, I was doing a lot of work getting all that firewood. Like it's time to do a little fishing. Probably not the best conditions to do fishing in, but what are you gonna do? So what do you do after you just had a nap and you're camping and you're on Dave pace? You go fishing. Why not? These fish have been jumping. I've been hearing them. It's like they're teasing me. Okay, I'm gonna change up my lure. Maybe that'll change my luck. One never knows. Actually, let's take a look at my selection and see which one I should grab. Okay, let me show you what I'm working with here. This is my new tackle box. I upgraded from my other one. It was very small, so this one's a little bit bigger. Still easy enough that I can fit in the Canoe, not a problem. But anyways, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't have the right options here. I've broken a couple of them. Actually, I broke my son's favorite lure. Don't tell him. I got to replace that one. But anyways, let's try something else and see what we can do. Oh, okay. No fish. Boiling water for dehydrated meal. No problems. No problem. Anyways, I brought a different stove with me. If you watch my channel, sometimes I have a all-in-one stove, so it has the pot and everything. It's a container. The gas goes in there and everything. But I'm trying to go a little bit lighter, so I went with this. This is my original stove, but it doesn't work very well. Matter of fact, the lighter doesn't work, and it's a little wonky. So I think I'm looking to upgrade a stove. So if you guys have an idea of what stove might work really well for me, I do a lot of canoe camping, bike camping, backpacking, that kind of stuff. But I also use it for winter camping, that kind of stuff. So something that's going to work all around. I'm hoping I can buy it from a Canadian company. There's some really good ones out there. So maybe I'll look into that. So anyways, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Said in the past, I don't really love these meals. I dehydrate my own stuff. That's good. But this is just a simple, what is this? Mountain House Classic Spaghetti. It's one of my favorite from them, simply because it's the easiest to dehydrate, or sorry, it's the easiest to rehydrate. I find because it's just a small little spaghetti noodles, they rehydrate pretty well. The beef still doesn't hydrate perfectly, and I find with most of these things, that's exactly the way it is. And the thicker the pasta, the more difficult it is to rehydrate. So, yeah, this one's pretty good. Hot. So it would have been nice to catch a fish. I was hoping for like a walleye or something, even a perch around here. But nothing wrong with bass. I've had bass before. I've had pike before. I was just looking for something a little bit different. So, oh well. I'll continue to bring my fish fry just in case. I got a couple last year, good fish fries, and they were delicious. So we'll keep going for that. All right, so I'll finish this up. Got to process some more wood, do some more fishing, maybe get on the boat. We'll see. Should be a beautiful night. Doesn't look like there'll be any rain. So hopefully that'll work out. And yeah, so it's already 7 o'clock, so I am losing light, but it should be a beautiful night. buddy of mine got me these matches. I normally like using the ferro rod, but I'll give the matches a try. Well, it started pretty quick. Let's burn. Oh man, it's gotten hot. It was beautiful earlier today. Not too bad at all. But then it got hot. The sun was really beaming down. Again, it's probably only like 22 degrees Celsius, so really it's not hot. Shouldn't be complaining. It's June, so yeah, I should expect this. But it was so beautiful early on, probably until like 1 o'clock. Then when I was out on the water, man, it hit, and it hit hard. All right, the fire's working. I did a little bit more fishing, no luck. So just gonna chill, clean up camp a little bit, and then enjoy the fire. Oh man. Oh, hard to get out of a hammock some days. Oh boy. Alright, well tonight looks like it's going to be a really nice night. Last night it was weird, it was raining and then stopped and then poured rain, had a thunder shower later on. But tonight it looks, we're good. Beautiful sunset. The fire's just raging. And mosquitoes are out, but whatever. What are you going to do? The fish are jumping all over the place, they're teasing me, but that's okay. I didn't get back out on the boat. My shoulders are a little bit sore still from my injury, but today I put on a good couple kilometers, so checking things out and getting some firewood, so it was good. It was a good test, so I wanted to get back out on it, but that's okay. That's okay. I think I'll stay up for a little while and enjoy this. Hopefully the stars come out and I can check them out. I'm hoping to do some astro photography, but we'll see how that works. Sometimes the clouds don't cooperate, but it looks like a good opportunity right now, so yep. Tomorrow I am in a bit of a rush to get out of here. No real rush, but just a little bit of a rush, and I'll explain that tomorrow why I'm trying to get out early. So but if I sleep in, that's okay. The dragonflies are out here defending me, which is awesome. They're just all over the place, picking off the mosquitoes and black flies, horseflies. I love them. I'm on Team Dragonfly all the time. Absolutely, yeah. Anyways, it was good to get out on my first canoe camping trip of the season. I find that I'm a little rusty still, from loading the canoe to loading my gear, all that kind of stuff, then getting here, setting things up. Just takes a little bit of a while. Then after a couple trips, I'm right back in the groove. So yeah, I'm hoping to do a lot more tripping this year, especially in the fall. We're already in June, and that's why the bugs are so bad. But you know what? If you have a chance to get out, you better take it, right? Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to enjoy the rest of the evening, and then we'll see you in the morning. Oh, good morning. It's a chilly one. It's down to 5 degrees, which is kind of shocking for June, but what are you going to do? I prepared for it, so. Oh man, I got to do some stretching, and then we're going to have some breakfast, and I got to do some fishing, because it looks like it's a beautiful day for fishing, so. Let's get going. Good morning, good morning. First things first, food barrel, of course. Oh. Okay, so we're just gonna have oatmeal and coffee for this morning. It's very simple, but I'm doing steel cut oatmeal, which is a little bit more complicated, but I find much better tasting. You have to cook it a little bit longer, but if you have some time, it's well worth it. I'm gonna talk about the water in my pot there. So I've been filtering the water here, and with the platypus system, works great. I drink a lot of water on these trips, so I gotta filter a lot of water. The problem is you cannot get water here from the shoreline because of all the pollen. It's just so much pollen that I would imagine it would clog up the filter system, so you just can't do it. So normally, yesterday I was out on the boat a couple times, so I'll go to the middle of the lake. It's a little bit better, and then I would get the water from there. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe people that know at home know a little bit more how the pollen would affect the water filter. Didn't seem to affect the water quality. I'm sure the filter's filtering that out. But you know what? Because I want to have that for a while, and I take good care of that filter. You got to be careful, but if you need water, you need water. So, anyways, we're gonna do this up right now. Get the water boiling, and then it's time to tear down and all that fun stuff. Isn't that the worst? Totally the worst part of camping. Okay, that should be good. So, like I said, we're just doing oatmeal. This is what I have, steel cut oatmeal. Have some walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and what else? Oh, the steel cut oatmeal. Oh, and some cranberries. So, that should be good. It's a little more than I usually make. But what are you gonna do? Save the rest of that for coffee. Get the top on this and let it cook up. It's a bit of a slow process, but these things do a good job, and then you can just, if you have a fire, chuck them in the fire when you're done. Otherwise, they pack up pretty small. So one of the reasons I'm getting a move on early, it's not really early, I just woke up early anyways, is because today's Father's Day. So it's a very important day for me. Being a father is probably the most important thing in my life, being a father and a husband to my wife. Nothing comes more important to me than my family. So being a father is a big deal. Now, my wife is very understanding. She lets me go out on the whole weekend before Father's Day. But I really wanted to get back to hang out with the kids and the family for the day. You know, we make a bit of a day of it. We have a nice meal. Sometimes we go out with kids. We go bike riding, or we do something as a family kind of thing, right? So I really wanted to make sure I'm back for that. So I'll leave here fairly early. Again, I'm at Dave's pace, so I'm not really hustling. But yeah, so that's the main reason. I think it's a big deal for a lot of people, and it's a big deal for me. So I want to be back for that because it's something that's important. So what I can do now is pack up all my gear and load up the canoe and get going. Or I can do some fishing first. But being a responsible person, yeah, I should probably pack up the tent and all that kind of stuff. It's got pollen all over there, right? The tent, my gear, I'm going to have to do a massive wash down when I get back, and myself, because it's got pollen all over the place. I've never seen pollen like this before. Okay, let's be the good, responsible lad and tear down camp. Come on, big shocker there, right? I won't be fishing long. Famous last words. The fish are jumping all over here. They're like teasing me. I lied, one more with this lure. You guys do that too? You say last one, and then you do one more, just in case. The fishing on this trip was okay. I did catch 2 bass from shore, but I released them quickly. Now out on the canoe, I did catch a pike, but I lost them when I tried to bring them into the canoe. No signs of walleye on this trip. Plenty of bass in the water though. So next week, this place will be real good for bass season. Fire pit's all good. I did leave some more, some wood for the next people. These big pieces were just left there. I'm not sure why they would think they could burn that big piece like that. Pretty dumb. But anyways, I'll leave this for the next campers. I did have a big fire, but it really had a lot of wood left. I guess I gathered too much. Well, 2 days of gathering wood, I guess. That would happen. Okay, tent's tear down. Everything else is packed up, ready to go. Just got to load the canoe. Wasn't too bad. It took me a little bit longer than usual, but not too bad. It's obviously the worst time, right? Tearing down camp, you just had a good time. It means your trip's over. Plus you got to do the work and pack everything, and all my gear was covered in pollen, so I was trying to shake it all off. Oh well, what can you do? Anyways, I'm packed up. I'm ready to go. I might hit a little bit more fishing on the way out, but I'm not sure. But it should be a good paddle. It's a beautiful day. No breeze. Not too bad. All right, let's get going. Trying to escape. Not cool, man. Not cool. Okay, I'm off. You can see the campsite behind me there. It was a good spot. I liked it. Not a lot of open space, but overall pretty nice. From talking to some people, it's the nicest camp spot on this lake. Maybe, I'm not sure. But anyways, I really appreciated the campsite. It took good care of me. Hopefully, I took good care of it as well. Because, yeah, I always like to leave it nice and clean. And in saying that, there was hardly any garbage when I was there. Barely anything. The fire pit was nice and clean. No garbage around. And I left it like that. So, that's the way it should be. So, whoever was there before me, I appreciate you. So, as always, I always like to end the video off by saying, there will come a day where I will not be able to do this. I will not be able to canoe to an island, camp for a couple nights, and canoe back. But today is not that day. Today, I was able to do that. It feels pretty damn good. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. I mean, I still feel old, but I can do it. Nope, I would not have made it.